fourth of a cup? Like, what are we talking?
You're all of a sudden, I say a pint glass, and you're like,
what
wait,
are
are
we
you
talking?
serious? A pint glass?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
Nobody's listening, right? Hi, Andy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm real good.
I'm trying to buy you some time because you didn't get Is anybody's listening locked and loaded? Is it because nobody is listening?
Somebody's listening. No, somebody's listening out there.
Are we going to reach a day where you really are going to be like, no one, not a soul?
Yeah, we will reach that day.
I will kind of be weirdly excited for that day.
Careful what you wish for.
Just because we can then speak so freely about like your back hair and I don't know, I'm thinking about hair stuff.
Wait, what did you say? Hair? Free of my back hair?
We can...
I zoned out for a minute, or I'm busy trying to figure this out, and you're talking about my back hair? What just happened? Are you talking about my back hair?
Yeah.
The other day, our daughter saw my back hair, and I was like, it's really not that much. You should see the rest of the men in my family. And you go, well, it's coming in.
Well, the minoxidil doesn't discriminate. It's not like only grow on your head. So they're kind of patches, you know, that are coming in. It's part of your aging process, and that's beautiful.
Okay. I'm having a hard time to
Just focus on...
Okay, here we go. This is from Devin. Elizabeth, you always look great, but I have to say the wings are doing it for you.
Thank you.
Also, if you're going to try lashes, maybe start with Lash Clusters versus the whole strip lash and practice before your big event. Yes. I've made that mistake before. Have fun on your journey.
Thank you. I will try Lash Clusters.
What's that mean?
It's like little clusters of lashes instead of like a full strip. Because, you know, you end up looking like who is the drunk Miss Flanagan and Annie? Little girls. She's like a drunk. And they had fake lashes back then? Her lashes are like kind of, her makeup's all overdone. It's like how if you were really drunk and did your makeup.
You were kind of drunk last night.
I was, and I had a full conversation with my sister, and it was so interesting because I was like, oh, I am really not able to function well.
You started almost like talking shit about something, and I was like, are you kind of drunk? And you're like, yeah, but it wasn't appropriate around the kids. What was it exactly?
I don't know.
Yeah,
we all survived whatever it was.
Well, because I figured out the situation before it got started.
I was towing the line. It wasn't like crazy inappropriate or anything, but...
Do you think your sister knew you were drunk?
I informed her at the get-go, but she didn't comment on it, which was so generous of spirit of her, because there were definitely times I was like tripping over my words, and we were having like a genuine catch-up. We haven't really connected in a while.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in a while. I really miss her.
And you have to be drunk for that connection?
It's the only way I can feel emotions, you know? Well, speaking of feeling emotions.
Sometimes you need to tap in, or you need to lube things up before you tap in.
Ew, I don't love bringing lube into the conversation with my sister. She and I went on my dad's honeymoon with...
With what? Lube?
There was
no lube.
There sure wasn't. I always make the joke that... because what happened was my dad was so devastated after losing my mom. This is really sad. That he wanted us to all...
Today is the day your dad passed.
Yeah, it is.
I wanted to acknowledge that, and we haven't talked about it, and I'm sorry that I'm just doing that right now at the top of this type of situation. I want you to know that I know that what today is.
How did you know that?
Because I know these things.
No, but where'd you write it down? Like, how did you know that?
I write all that stuff down, and then I have what is it called? Jesus, a system. I can't remember what the system's called.
Yeah.
But I have a system to remember those things, and I saw that today was that day.
Well, I might get drunk again tonight.
Yeah.
And my dad was so sad. This is gonna be so inappropriate.
Go on. Go on.
And after my mom passed away, we really scattered to the wind.
The ashes?
No.
Oh.
our people. Like, she was the glue of our family. He had taken a year or so off of work to care for her, and he did that with such care.
Who was the rubber if she was glue? Who was the rubber in this situation?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I was up at school in Santa Barbara. It's like she passed away, and I just like hunkered down doing school stuff. My dad was traveling all the time for work back again. He was a very successful construction engineer, and my sister was starting her career and like starting
her life
with her now husband, who I love so much, Brian.
How soon after that did they get married?
You know, it wasn't that long. They were young. I want to say she was like 24 when she got married, which is to me very young.
Too young.
But at the time, and also she was my older sister. It felt like it was such a joyous thing.
And you guys were forced to grow up quick too.
Yes, she was a mature, she had helped organize 2 funerals. Like, she was a very mature 24, and when you know, and I can't imagine our lives without Brian.
Yeah, she kind of crushed
Clausen.
it. Yeah.
So where was I going? Oh, he wanted to bring us together, my dad, and kind of reignite the glue.
Yeah.
This was in August. So my mom had died in December. So this was 8 months later. We went on a trip, and we thought, oh, yay, we'll go on a cruise or like Hawaii. And we ended up going on their honeymoon.
Classic, yeah.
We redid it. We went to Garmisch. We were in Austria and Germany.
It's intense, but I like the sentiment. And we've said it before, you got to make like a movie about this or something.
Yeah, well, the joke I always make is like the sex was weird. That's how I'm bringing... That's a joke I make. And I think, you know what? I don't know.
Can you set it up before you do that joke? Like when you would actually do that joke? Because it's been a minute since the setup, I think. You know what I mean? Because we kind of veered off track.
Well, just the honeymoon of it. My dad took us on his honeymoon.
The sex was weird.
It crushes.
Yeah.
Our people feel obligated to laugh. But, the other night, where did we go with the kids? We took them somewhere. It was too late. And we were coming home. Mm-hmm. And we went through... Oh, it wasn't too late. It was late. But we had gone out with friends to dinner. It was very nice. And then we were taking our kids home from West Hollywood. And we drove the way it took us to get to our home. We ended up driving by the place where my dad died.
Yes.
So my dad died playing tennis at like this apartment complex that he had lived in temporarily when he had moved here. It's so complicated. Before my parents basically found their home that they were buying, this is where he was staying. Yeah. And he had gotten to know the tennis crew.
Yeah, the crew.
And so he was playing tennis there, when he died. The sport. It's a hard sport. And... it's a killer. Okay. So, anyway.
Do one more. Just put a little cherry on top of everything. See if you can go further, way further.
I was proud of myself because we were driving home and driving by it, and he's been on my mind. I think he always is around this time of year.
Especially if you drive by the place that he passed away. And you said to me, you know what that is. And I said, yes, I do.
And it took self-control. I had the thought of wanting to say it out loud.
To the kids.
But I think it would be really confusing to them.
I don't know if confusing...
Like, what do you mean he died there?
At the tennis courts behind those gates. He died playing. I don't think it's confusing.
Would you have that sort of frustrated tone with them if they asked, what do you mean? One of them
said, what do you mean? I'm snapping. What do you think she means? There's tennis courts up there. He was playing tennis and he passed away.
But that was October.
On this day.
On this very day. So that's 26 years. Nope. Hang on. That's exactly right. Yeah. And it's really weird having him gone so much longer than the time I knew him.
Because you were how old when he passed away?
20.
Whoa. Yeah. That's intense.
Yeah. It's intense.
Have you read any good books lately?
You know what? I have. And I'd love to talk about them.
Are you serious?
Yeah. The book I just read was astonishing.
Oh,
Speaking of my dad dying.
Yeah.
It's a book called I Who Have Never Known Men.
Okay. What does that mean?
My dear friend Annie gave it to me.
Okay.
And she's a voracious reader. And she, at the end of every year, I think this is so beautiful, picks a book she read that year that she thinks her friend would enjoy and gifts it.
Now, hold on. Gifts the same book to every friend, or she just decides which of her books she's going to give to each friend?
Exactly. Each individual friend. It's more custom tailored.
Yeah.
Very thoughtful.
Yeah.
And she gave this to me. Now, she did warn me, like, it's kind of intense. So it's been on my shelf for a while. Like, I think I got it 2 years ago.
Whoa.
But I finally got to it. And who wrote it? I Who Have... Jacqueline Harpman. Now, her history, this is what's interesting, is it was originally published in French as Moi qui n'a pas connu les hommes.
Yeah.
And it says it's a 1995 book. Interesting.
In price?
No, in year. I thought it was sorry, you're going to have to edit that out.
Yeah, careful.
Show my whole breast.
You just literally pulled out a breast.
Sorry. Got itchy. Anyway.
It's a nice time to remind people to subscribe to the Patreon for these funny kind of extras.
Sneak peeks of nips. Oh, wait. Since we're here, can we quickly shout out? First of all, I want to thank everyone of our listeners who has been supportive of us in our launch of our new podcast called Beth's Dead.
Yes.
It is going to be out everywhere weekly starting October 30th. On Patreon, you will get every episode early and you can binge it. And I personally think it is best binged. So check that out at patreon.com/Beth's Dead. And next Sunday, or this coming Sunday, the 26th, at 3 p.m. Pacific time, we are going to be having a live stream with yours truly and St. Monica Padman. Aww. Now, there are a lot of questions, and obviously we can't give away too much information. It is
Can't do too many spoilers.
It's a spoiler-laden podcast. It's a story that has so many twists and turns, and to even begin to give away them would be...
Not fun.
For
the listener.
Yes. So, but please come and enjoy. And there's going to be a big announcement during that live stream, which we're very excited about. So come check it out at patreon.com/Beth's Dead. And that's October 26th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Sweet. So back to Jacqueline and her book.
Okay. So it's basically it's very dark, but weirdly, the way it's written, it has like hope and I don't even know how the fuck. It's a book that I'm like, how was this book written? How did a human being write this book?
Yeah.
And the premise basically is it's from a woman whose only life she knows was being in a cage with 40 other women where she couldn't touch them.
Oh.
And she's the youngest of them. Like she goes through puberty, kind of. And
they're in the cage the whole time?
No, they do not necessarily. I guess spoiler, no is the answer. However, they don't really find that many answers outside of the cage, except that there are a lot of cages with 40 women in them. And but the way she contemplates life and the meaning of life and it really makes you reflect on your own life and what you're doing here. And it's just really unreal. It's one of those books that's like, it makes me actually not want to write a book because it's astonishing.
Wow.
That it makes me feel like, oh, me writing a book is like a left-handed Crayola going like, duck, go. Like I can't even put two words together compared to this bitch. Now, she grew up and fled her home due to Nazi invasion, So I'm sure that played a part in her kind of mindset and how she has contemplated sort of stuff around this. And so I, hats off. Hats off. So that was a good book.
Okay.
And yeah, just plodding along. I've been saving a book from one of my favorite authors, which is Jeannette Walls, who wrote The Glass Castle, which is one of my all-time favorite books.
Balls to the walls. She goes for it.
Yes,
and
she does.
I bet this is... Are you saving it for like holiday break or something like that?
Yes, and so I'm really excited to get into that.
Okay, that's great.
Can we talk about how much I love our house right now?
Yeah.
So also it's sweater weather. I am wearing a sweater.
I like this, by the way.
You do?
Yeah.
It's new.
It's great.
Thank you.
It's like a new blue cardigan with stripes.
Yeah, that is indeed what it is. So basically this season obviously kicked off for me with our trip to Marshall's, where I bought a ceramic ghost and his little ghost buddy. Yeah. I like to think it's a younger sibling, who are standing there and then their eyes light up, like the insides of the ceramic thing light up. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
Then I got some of those cheesy candles that hang from the ceiling.
Okay.
Usually our Halloween decorations are pretty limited. But those two new additions have added a whole new level.
Where'd you get the hanging candles?
I'd rather not say.
But okay, different question. What inspired you to get them? Did you see them online?
Our daughter. No, and actually said friend Annie, who gave me the books, she always does it up real good. And she's used those and I've always admired them. And then it was like, I could have those too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need just to think about how nice that is. Like,
yeah.
And so popped those bad boys up there. I bought some bowl filler little pumpkins made out of cloth to put in a bowl.
Yeah.
And at first it seems silly and a little like frivolous even. But don't you feel walking into our kitchen like,
yeah, sure.
It's so nice.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you feel that?
The house is feeling nice lately.
Do you have the feeling? I'm curious if you get that feeling.
What is that feeling?
Well, I think it's strongest usually during Christmas time.
Yeah.
Where you walk in and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, you got a Christmas tree then and you got the smells of Christmas. But right now, I mean, last night you made like a pea risotto.
Yes.
And that had a big smell and very fall feeling when I walked in the house. And then there's these decorations. So yeah, it's good. You're doing it.
And we have a cat.
It's complicated.
What? Let's talk about this. How are you doing?
I have never had such a weird inner monologue going on with myself and it being due to an animal, a creature.
Okay.
Because we've never really been cat people. We've had 2 cats before. We had an amazing cat before this, Ramona, but she was an older cat. Very, very sweet.
She was only 3 when we adopted her.
That's very true, but very, very...
She also had a litter of kittens, so I kind of attribute like a wisdom and a maturity to her.
Yeah, and their cat before that was like a neighbor's cat that we kind of found his way into our home and hearts. But this cat is the first younger cat we've ever had, and when he first showed up, he was so up in all of our grills. Fast forward, how long's it been? A month? About a month?
It's almost, I think it's like a month and a half, 2 months.
And things are complicated between Ducky and me.
Okay.
I'll let you speak, but let me first say my piece.
Yes.
I know that I'm probably bringing a needy energy, which I don't like on myself.
Oh boy, are you?
I don't like it at all. But it's fucking hard when every time I walk in the house, he's either like curled up with you, he's following you. What are you up to? If you're working out, he's right by your feet. He's starting to look at me like, this is my lady. Like,
no, I think,
and I don't get any of that. And it's messing with my head a little bit. I want this relationship, but I know I can't force it.
Well, that's where you might be wrong.
Go on.
I watched you yesterday and it was so cringe.
What was so cringe?
It's like, and I'm not going to come off well here. I know, but I watch you like get down on the floor with him and go, Ducky, like, hey, bud, could I pet you? Do you think that would be okay? And it's like, back in the day when you're dating, I'd imagine kids today, I mean, consent is so important and stuff, but also like there's also body language. There's so many cues.
I'm not trying to seduce him. He sometimes doesn't want to be pet by me, so I was going in a little more gentle this time.
You have to get, like, don't ask for his consent for every move. Imagine, and I'm making this sexual, I know, but
which is the wrong thing.
I know, but you need to get in there. What I do, I've made him enjoy me. Now, take the sexual out of it. And you've been bringing that to this. You said, get a room.
To you two, yeah.
He's my first son. It's not a sexual thing.
I don't think you have a mother-son relationship. It does not feel that way. The energy does not feel that way.
Oh, it absolutely is. I'm the one he's like, and he, like, at night when it's time for bed, he doesn't want anything to do with me. He goes and gets in his little hammock. But then at like 3 a.m., he comes and gets up in my grill. But I'm the one who's like dealing with him. And I knew this would happen. And I also think some animals do kind of gravitate towards a feminine energy. And that has happened in our home. He is gravitating towards me and Teddy.
Yes. This is the thing, though.
But you need to force your love on him a little bit.
Well, listen, I play with him and I give him attention. Here's the thing.
Go pick him up, like when you're watching F1 this weekend and you're going to lay down, go pick him up and he's going to be like squirming to get out. And I know so many people are going to come at me for this, not to a degree that you're hurting him or anything, but you bring him over and you kind of
You don't ever have to do that. You don't do that.
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes. I make it happen. And we got to get through the like discomfort in the beginning. Now, I'd say after like a full minute, if he's still like, I'm out of here, fine.
Here's the thing. It's getting so in my head that especially like he likes you so much more. And I understand why he likes you. I like you so much. And there is a purity to you, okay, that I'm like.
You are in your head.
Does he not know? He doesn't think I'm like a pure soul or something.
Oh, boy.
Like, it's getting dark for me.
That is dark. And I actually did film, maybe we'll post it on Instagram. I don't know if you knew, like, you were asking Alexa.
Oh, I was just trying to be funny with the new Alexa with you.
Oh, I hate the new Alexa, but she was on my team during this.
Alexa, I'm a little worried that my wife's relationship with our cat is much stronger than my relationship.
Well, cats are basically professional relationship experts. They've mastered the art of being simultaneously aloof and irresistible. But here's the thing. Your wife chose you as her life partner, not the cat. The cat just happened to win the adorable fuzzy lottery. Maybe try some strategic treat dispensing or become the designated chin scratcher. What's got you feeling like you're losing a popularity contest to a four-legged fluffball?
Well,
Alexa really put you in your place.
He doesn't come up to me as much, and every time I come in the house...
I'm not sure how to help you with that.
I can't help you with that.
It's just hard because it started out such a bro fest, and then things changed. I think that's the issue. Had there never been the bro fest in the beginning, I would be like, no, this is just the vibe. This is Cat. You got to let him come to you, whatnot. But it started off so beautiful, and now it's
You're not doing
more
yourself
complicated.
Any favors. You're bringing so much to it. Can I tell you something? Can I give you some parenting advice?
Mm-hmm.
Every time as a parent that you're worried, oh no, like this phase, like, you know, they're chewing their shirt or like they're blah, 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 or sucking thumbs or whatever. It's all a phase. And this is an adolescent, 7, 8 months old cat. He's going to have, and that has happened with our kids.
I'm embarrassed that we're even talking about it this much. It's ridiculous.
Okay,
it upsets me so much. Stop. Don't say that.
Andy.
Yes.
I am so excited to discuss our sponsor, OneSkin.
OneSkin.
And their incredible line of products for hair and skin. Now, this here is their topical supplement with their OS1 face moisturizer. And I love it so much. It is so silky and light, but my skin seriously craves this. And I have noticed such a difference on my face. Not surprising because of their incredible OS1 peptide. It's the first ingredient proven to target senescent cells, which are the baddies. Those are the ones causing wrinkles, crepiness, and loss of elasticity.
I believe you call those zombie cells.
Zombie cells. And they're all key signs of aging. Bad. I just turned 46.
Yeah.
I want to keep my moneymaker right and tight.
And you are.
So with results validated in 5 published clinical studies, I trust OneSkin. I love how it feels. It's certified safe. Their moisturizers are free from over 1,500 harsh or irritating ingredients. Dermatologists tested and have been awarded the National Eczema Association Seal of Acceptance.
Ooh.
So you know this is the good stuff.
That's cool.
So if our listeners are ready to give OneSkin a try, they can get 15% off their first 3-month supply with code NLR at oneskin.co. Again, OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company by focusing on the cellular aspects of aging. OneSkin keeps your skin looking and acting younger for longer. For a limited time, you can try OneSkin with 15% off using code NLR at oneskin.co. And after you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. That's 15% off at oneskin.co, code NLR. You know how we just did this huge, massive budget overhaul?
Do I ever?
Well, you know what tool has been absolutely game-changing?
I don't know. Can we blast off?
That's right. It's Rocket Money, the personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions.
Love it.
Finally, it's here. We all have subscribed to things and then just forget about it. And it turns out you and I had differently subscribed to the same exact thing. So we were paying double for a subscription.
Oh, we've double dipped on some streamers, that's for sure.
So this is a great way to save money, and truly every dollar counts. That's something that we have learned the hard way, and it feels so good now to know that everything is right and tight. So Rocket Money has saved users over $2.5 billion, including over $880 million in canceled subscriptions alone. Their 10 million members save up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. So I beg of you, listeners, to cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/NLR today. That's rocketmoney.com/NLR.
rocketmoney.com/NLR. I want to say something that something crossed my path that really got me thinking that I want to show you. We watched that Johnny Harris YouTuber, his like Mormon video.
Yes.
What was really fascinating is he goes through the history of the Mormon church. And, you know, I'm always the first to say, like, but Mormons, they're so fucking nice. And I grew up with a lot of Mormons. But he kind of puts forth that that is almost a marketing campaign that has been done from the Mormon church.
It's propaganda indoctrinated of like, you must be, I highly recommend people watch this. It's so fascinating. But like, there was a time where they basically pivoted to becoming more American than Americans because they were coming off of the backlash against them being polygamists.
Not being American and being outsiders. Yes. So they leaned in to be like, so, hey, we're outsiders. We'll show you.
Not only are we not polygamists now, we are like everything you would want in American men and women. Like it's like the trad wife thing now. And all of these young men in their nice looking crisp white shirts and suits and combed hair and no facial hair walking around. Like, it is crazy how strict the kind of rules are around how you must present yourself, how you must behave.
But so what I thought was so fascinating was that is like you have a religion that in a pretty short span of its history has really morphed and changed. And you could argue like, well, fucking, you're not like upholding the religion. Like you're just like trying to be popular, sort of. Like they abandoned some of their tenets sort of in this like quest to being popular, I think.
I don't think that they abandoned their tenets in a quest to being popular.
Oh, I do, because remember he sets forth that it used to be, for one, you could do polygamy.
I love how you're saying sets forth. Oh, yes, you're right.
And two, it also used to be a religion where like debate was a big part of the thing that then they abandoned. We're like, no, it's this way.
And now that it's become a corporation, it's the wealthiest religion in the world.
Right. But it was fascinating to me. It makes me think of Scientologists like, you guys got it all wrong, because they have a very like everybody's an outsider, right? Where they're just doing it wrong. They could learn some things from Mormons. But
as a company?
As a movement.
Okay.
But it got me thinking about just like marketing in general for these religions. And it's probably been a year since we've talked about this, but you got your social media feed for a minute was like these crazy influencers, Christian influencers. One popped up on our Nobody's Listening TikTok that I grabbed the audio because I wanted to show you, because it is so delightful, but also like, this is how you market the new shit. Okay. Like this feels like the new to me.
Okay. So just before you show me this, is this how I get sucked in?
This is not how you and I get sucked in. We're not the demo for this.
But we're admiring the angle.
Game seed game. You know what I mean? Is that the way to say it?
I don't know.
Okay, ready? I want to see what you think of this.
Okay.
Taylor Swift just dropped a new album, and you're not going to believe what she said in one of the songs. Listen to this. Okay, I'm not even going to lie. I didn't listen to the album. I don't really care that much. But here's what I do know. God dropped an album 2,000 years ago, and it's a banger. Taylor Swift's album might break records, but this Bible gonna break chains. Taylor Swift's album might go platinum, but God's word is eternal. The Bible is the greatest book of all time. It's the only book where you can meet with the author every time you read it.
That's a pretty big thing. Every time you read it, you meet with the author.
Great.
Okay, keep going.
It's a book about how the author loves the reader so much that he died for them. It's the only book where you don't just read it. It reads you. Don't say God is silent when the Bible is closed. That's like saying you're hungry when you're sitting in front of a plate full of food. This book doesn't just tell stories. It changes lives. It's the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving Earth. And look at this Bible, man. People are like, your Bible's falling apart. Well, you know what? A Bible that's falling apart usually belongs to someone who isn't.
Okay,
yeah.
It's boring. He definitely needs to edit it down a little bit. Like, let's condense.
Yeah.
I do have some notes.
Let's hear them.
I love all of the like slogans he's throwing out at us.
Yeah.
It's the only book that you don't read, it reads you. Great. It's changed a lot of lives. Can't argue with that. It's, I forget what I forgot them already. So it's not staying with me.
Mm-hmm. It was too many of them.
Yeah.
But he tries to relate to the kids that are listening to Taylor Swift. Mm-hmm. A nice in. Mm-hmm. And then he's off to the races.
I don't want to get too into this right now. Mm-hmm. I also am working on something that's got a lot of this stuff in it, and I'm starting to feel weird. I'm feeling itchy. Am I being called? The thing
you mean is the Lord making you itchy right now?
Yes, I'm seeing neon flashing lights everywhere I turn. Come back, really. It's come back, but come back as do you know, when I was raised Catholic, I viewed kind of Christians like that guy, almost I look down on them.
But why?
Catholicism had more of a European aesthetic, it seemed more sophisticated.
This is too
it's too mega church, we're a rock band, but we're not, which I know really people like a lot and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's so interesting because I did not identify as a Christian ever.
You identified as a Catholic.
Yes. And there was a big line in the sand. And I think
some Catholics identify as Christian?
I don't know. And I'm curious if now that's changed. There was a big line in the sand, and I think it went both ways. And I think both sides looked down on the other side. Mm. And I think Christians also looked at Catholics and were like, your priests are pedophiles. And now we can look right back at them and yours are too.
Wait, who looked at who?
Christians.
Really?
Looked at Catholics and were like, your priests are pedophiles.
As if Christian priests aren't?
Right.
Or there's less of them?
Well, now they can't say that. I mean, listen, every big mega church leader has a search history that would be troublesome. Not really. Of course, not every one of them. I'm sure there are good people involved, but just as I don't want to get into the complicated things of like the corruption and the, you know, whatever. And it's such a fucked up time right now where their politics and ideologies are like really fucking shit up. But just the basics, I don't believe in supporting any religion where you claim that your God is a loving God and loves you so much, but they are going to send a baby that was born into a Muslim family to hell because that baby wasn't that baby's not becoming Christian, more than likely, because it doesn't have any exposure to it. So what kind of God is that? Like, sorry, that God can go fuck itself. That's not the God I believe in. I believe in a true, loving, and it's not even it's an entity of energy.
But your God, would he roll his eyes at this player?
No.
Because he's just cool with whoever.
I don't even think so. You're speaking to me as though I think that what I believe in is also dishing out the ultimate judgments. I believe that we are all here for this blip of time. I was speaking to my friend Ajmal the other day and was talking about, like, if you break down our lifetimes into weeks.
Okay. How
many weeks we have of life to live?
How many is it?
Let's say we have 4,000.
Is that right?
We're sleeping for 1,000 of them, or 1,500. You know, it's like you have, let's say if not working and you have like 1,000 weeks of your life or something.
Yeah.
This is a blip, okay? This lifetime.
Yeah.
And I think that all of us are here to experience it. And it's like God's unique experience of this lifetime in this meat suit. And we all have some of that God energy in us, right?
Yeah.
And we will be reunited. You know, we also do have individuality, but it's like, as Eckhart Tolle says, it's like drops of water in an ocean, you know? And the lifetime is a wave. Holy shit.
Okay, it's funny you mentioned that. We're watching The English Teacher.
So good.
So funny. That main guy, the actor in it.
Yes.
A short of him popped up in my feed today of one of the subway take videos, you know, with that guy that does the subway takes where they're in the subway talking.
I want to say yes, but no, I don't.
Okay. Anyways, it's a pretty popular thing, but there was one with him and his whole thing, his take was like he hates the life is short, like blip thing because he was like, what does that mean when someone tells you that? What are they trying to say to you? Like, are they saying you should focus on your career or you should focus on your family or this or that? And the other guy was like, well, I think you're supposed to fill in the blank. That's why people say like life is short so you can prioritize. But then he had kind of a funny point of being also like, but like, is life short? Is 4,000 weeks short or is
it depends on your life circumstances.
It's fucking long.
Yeah.
But it also just depends on maybe how you look at it.
Yes.
Like, you know.
I think so much is perspective. And, you know, our daughter is learning about some ancient Chinese religions and stuff like that. And a lot of what she was talking about sounds like Buddhism. And I'm like, maybe that's what evolved into Buddhism. Because she was talking about monks who so valued and cherished the sanctity of life that they would like sweep in front of them as they took steps, you know, so that they're not stepping on any insects or whatever. It was like, you need a lot of arm strength to sweep that much, but
every step they took?
Every step you take.
Wow.
So,
wouldn't the broom maybe kill some of the bugs? Were they trying not to kill things or did they want just a clean path?
I actually put that sweeping thing in there.
You made that up.
No, I didn't make it up. That is a thing.
Wait, but you just said you put it in there.
I did. I brought it into the conversation with her, but she was talking about these monks who they wouldn't hurt anything. And I was like, oh, like the ones that sweep in front of themselves.
But
don't worry about it.
No, hold on, though. I imagine that the monks sweeping themselves aren't doing it to make it so life can live. They want to be on a clean path, like a pristine path.
It's Jainism. That is the that is the thing that they're learning about.
You dodged a bullet.
do it to avoid harming small creatures.
Okay, so you nailed this.
Nailed it.
Okay.
But where was I going with this? Oh, and how the Buddhist, she said, Buddhists saying is life is suffering. Well, Eckhart Tolle has like a very more kind of in-depth explanation of that, which is the vast majority of our suffering is self-imposed because we listen to our thoughts and we give credence to our thoughts. And without doing that, their suffering is not there. And if you always just accept the present moment for what it is, and, if you really drop into the Eckhart teachings, you can see I always need to like re-listen to it to feel the sensation again.
You love your Eckhart.
I really do. He has like a 7-week course thing that's coming up.
No, you are not doing the course.
It's $200.
No, I'm disappointed that he has a $200 course.
Okay.
Don't you have enough fucking money, Eckhart?
I don't know.
Yeah. He's a gazillionaire.
Is he?
Yeah.
He
and
doesn't care.
also, well, that's the other
It's
thing.
lost on him.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it is lost on him,
Yeah.
why are you asking for $200? Just offer this course for free.
Then you get all sorts of riffraff.
I thought that post is amusing because there's part of me like thinking like, does this guy who's probably like 22, doesn't he believe this shit? Or is he like found a way to make content that will get likes?
Well, that we don't know. And also in 5 years, it's going to be, is he AI?
Oh, is there going to be like a lot of Christian AI?
Oh, you best believe. Do you know like the way our country's heading right now is that's going to be a huge, should we get in on it?
On Christian AI?
Yeah.
How has like the horny AI not just taken off? There was some headline last week that ChatGPT said something of like they were going to crack the lid on horny AI a little bit.
But what does that mean?
I don't know. Use your imagination.
Like talking, like phone sex?
That's one version of it for sure.
Oh, wow. Like think about, I think it was our generation that's like.
The phone sex lines where you had to pay?
No. I think actually it's a generation after ours where your first introduction to sex is potentially very graphic porn. And there wasn't as much kind of understanding of how damaging that is to human beings for like the way your sexual kind of neurons are wired, for it to be like this overexposure, young men feeling like this is how women have sex. And if it's not that, it's, it really, I think, fucked up a generation where there wasn't kind of education yet because they were the guinea pigs. It, our dad's generation, it was like Playboys and stuff.
Yeah.
Your generation,
VHS.
Porn came into the mix, but it was like scrambled, one channel that had naughty.
Or you had to get the tape from your friend.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's like the horny AI is going to introduce a whole new, and I mean, honestly, it's like our kids are going to be this generation. We need to like really talk to them about all of this. I'm sorry, I wrote an episode, or I didn't write it. I was in the room for the episode where it was like wanting to hide a Playboy or hide like a magazine so that you're ensuring like the first exposure is not like some fucked up shit on a website where you're getting inundated.
Like planting it, sort of?
Yes.
Like accidentally leaving a Victoria's Secret catalog on the coffee table or something. That's a great idea. I mean,
well, I don't know. It's like
episode.
Complicated for an
Thank you. I don't mean like we should do that necessarily.
I know, but we have to talk about this shit.
When we were middle schoolers, I can vividly remember a sleepover at my buddy Jim's house, and it was like the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition came out that day, and it was like,
wow,
we got to get this
and
Sports
to have
Salad
a sleepover that night. What a joy for you boys.
Yeah, wow.
Can I ask you something? Mm-hmm. Because I like never really, I mean, it was kind of this lore that at sleepovers, boys would all look at porn together. Mm-hmm. whether it's a magazine back in the day or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, then are boys all just like jerking off at their friend's house?
So that can happen.
Really?
I never felt right about that. And I can remember, I don't want to name any names, but I can remember a middle school time where I was at someone's house and then it was like, then they like wanted to jerk off and it's like, oh yeah, I'm going in the other room.
And
like,
they told you?
Yeah, I think so. Instead of just like starting to jerk off, the heads up was appreciated.
Well, I know, but also like just as a girl, I'm like, I guess, I mean, I can't even fathom this happening, but if you're like so worked up about in a tizzy, like you would take to your sleeping bag and kind of like quietly like deal with it.
Sure.
I don't understand like right there in that moment standing there.
I don't know about standing, but maybe, sure.
The kneeling.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
On Reddit, I still subscribe to that. It's like, it's just one of like the wacky news Reddit threads.
Oh yeah, from Nobody's News.
Nobody's News. And there was a headline about this Reddit thread. So it was a Reddit about a Reddit. It was an article, a GQ article about a Reddit thread.
Okay, God.
But just about guys that try to have huge ejaculations and what they do to try to achieve that, the supplements and all the different things. And there's like 50,000 people that are in this Reddit that it's just for this. And there's like guys that like post pictures of like measuring cups filled with
men are so
stuff.
Fragile.
Well,
God.
is it fragile or just like, because to me, I read this and I was thinking, it does make men seem so stupid in a couple ways. One, there's in this group, I'm sure there's like the just straight up like perverts. Okay. Two, though, I bet there's some men in there that they unfortunately got sucked into this world and then get like sucked into the like, but I got to figure out how to get more and like and do it. And like, I'm going to take these different supplements and like get addicted to that dumb thing. Like men get addicted to so many dumb things.
Well, it's like, no, but this is specific to ejaculate versus like it being like, I'm building up the most earwax I possibly could. Like that's another body thing you could build up.
Also
and be
very stupid too.
Proud of. But this is like so tied to their masculinity and so pathetic that you want to feel like super masculine or super special in a way that you somehow think that if you can jizz a fourth of a cup, like what are we talking?
You're all of a sudden, I say a pint glass and you're like, wait, are you serious? A pint glass? Yeah. Okay, I'm listening. No. Well, some of this, do you want me to read part of the article? Because it is sort of illuminating. Sure. I mean, it's...
Does the GQ kind of take a lens to like, why the fuck these people think that this is an important endeavor?
They're called Nutmaxxers. Okay,
that's really funny.
Okay, wait. I'm just going to jump ahead. Man, more than 600 weekly contributions on this Reddit.
Ew, I don't like the word contribution.
It's a very clever thing by the author to put that. Okay, one guy saying during quarantine with his girlfriend, he didn't feel manly enough because of her libido and he was running out of ropes, if you will.
Ew. Does it say ropes?
It has the lingo at the top of the article. Throwing ropes. What else does it say?
Okay. Wait, can I ask about, I mean, at least he's very upfront about he was feeling insecure.
Wow, there certainly is a lot of interest in ejaculate volume, says Dr. Eisenberg, a professor of urology at Stanford. Huh.
Okay.
It's going mainstream, they're saying.
Ew. It's so fucking pathetic. I mean, this is just like another version of like, oh, you need a really fancy sports car to go vroom vroom real fast because you feel insecure about your masculinity.
I mean, you make a great point there because also there's companies actually behind this also now trying to sell these products.
Yes.
So it's like, is this having a moment or are these companies making this have a moment and like capitalizing or not capitalizing, exploiting these guys?
Yes, I'm sure all of the above. God, I'm so glad you're not fucking
in this Reddit.
Deep into this Reddit that you're deep into.
Okay, no, listen to this, though. The influence of pornography on this space is unavoidable. Every man I spoke to cited porn as a part of why they wanted to increase volume.
Why?
I think because they're seeing that a lot of content has more volume. In fact, porn stars are some of the supplements industry's biggest customers.
Oh, interesting. Right. Okay.
Huh. Okay, there's an interesting part, a quote from a girlfriend in here. Okay. That says, Michael's girlfriend, Lana, has enjoyed participating in his experiments. It's just very interesting, she says.
That's what you say about your friend's play, that you're like, that was interesting.
He revealed to me that he was taking his concoction. We experimented with different dosages of everything and saw what that did. So that was kind of cool. It's like, can you imagine anyone you're dating, like, if this is what they're into? Like, if I came to you and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to, like, hack this. Just, like, I want bigger loads. Like, doesn't that seem cool? And you were like, yeah, it's, like, kind of interesting. Like, it's cool. It's, like, a weird thing to, like...
Hey, Mom. Oh, my gosh. No, we're going to be in this article on GQ. No, they quoted me. Yeah, I'm just talking about, like...
It's about nutmaxing.
This is about Nutmaxxing. God, people, listen, we only have so much time. What?
You're coming back to the time
Yes,
thing.
We only have so much time. Is Nutmaxxing how do you want to spend this one wild and precious life? Maybe.
I mean, maybe.
I guess that's the answer, maybe.
But I feel like people are getting duped into all of these kind of, like, weird hobbies. All of us are getting, is it a hobby? Nutmaxxing? I think so.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's something. It's like anything, but also, it's weird.
Can I just say something?
I don't like judging.
And I'm about to say something that's not that kind to sex workers.
Be careful there.
Listen, here, let me say this first out the gate. Mm-hmm. I think all sex work should be legal, and I want especially female sex workers to have rights and protections that aren't in place. Like, I think it's so insane how that industry is treated, particularly the female performers and workers.
Okay.
Having said that, I'm going to say that, and this was disproved when I talked to that prostitute at La Mille once.
I don't think you can say that word anymore.
Sex worker.
I was kidding. I just wanted to see how you reacted.
That she seemed like she genuinely felt fulfilled by this work, although the more we talked about it, the less that seemed to be true. But I think by and large, most porn workers probably wouldn't be doing that if they had other options that paid as well, that they had access to money in the same way.
Yeah.
Just going to say that as a blanket statement. Mm-hmm. The majority.
Yeah.
And so it's weird to me that all these men are like, I want to be like this porn star whose life probably is not something that you're like, I want that life.
But I don't think that's interesting though. I don't think they're identifying with, I want to be the porn star. I think they want to be like the guy that's like having sex with all these women. Like, I think there's a disconnect. Those are two different things.
Well, then they're like suspension of disbelief in reality is, I don't know. And I guess that's the way porn works is you're like, that really is a pizza delivery man. And he really does.
No, again, I don't think you're right there. I don't. From personal experience, I never once am like forcing myself to think, oh, it is a not police. It is a police officer, but it is a pizza man.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. So that's not it.
Okay.
I don't think.
Is
I don't
pizza
know if there's
still a big thing in this space?
I don't know
about
that.
A lot of pizza porn?
I think there's probably enough, but I think it's like a solid
double stuffed
trope
crust.
But no one's. I don't know. Maybe people are surrendering to the pizza fantasy. Are they?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. God, can we circle back to one thing?
Yeah.
When you hear you have such a limited time. Mm-hmm. Like to go to that actor's thing of like, what does that mean for people?
Yeah.
How do you interpret that?
To me, it is a pretty simple make sure and take stock of what you're prioritizing in your life And are you going to feel good about that, as time is running out, or if time stopped now, it's that classic. We asked all these different old people their biggest regret, and all of them said the same thing, right? I wish I didn't focus as much on work as I had done, and I wish I'd spent more time with my family. Like that's a classic article you always see.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the thing, but to me, it's more just like, yeah, am I prioritizing the right things?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have a similar take on it?
Yeah, mine is like, am I prioritizing really being present, doing good where I can, but not wasting energy on like worrying or stressing out or spiraling? I mean, I do all of these things, but like I would like to do that less.
Yeah.
And be really present with the kids and also enjoy life more. I think it's an enjoyable experience, and that's both seek pleasure where I want, which I guess I should, if it's nutmaxxing, good for you. But also like using this human body, I feel like I've neglected that too. Like there's so much pleasure to be found in like moving your body and stretching your body and taking, because I don't think that I know actually this body is not coming with us.
I'm laughing because in like out of context, like you going right from nutmaxxing into saying there's so much pleasure moving this body, like they just seem so close to each other.
No, I don't mean sexual pleasure.
No, I know you do. I know.
Yeah, but anyway.
I know you don't. Sorry. That's what I meant.
This might be our one chance to inhabit a body like this that moves this way. And like, why not kind of I want to approach more things in life with that kind of mindset of like awe and curiosity and enjoyment, and not contribute to suffering, but also like, don't feel like there's this thing for us humans where it almost is like, if I'm not suffering, then I'm not doing, if I'm not worrying, then I'm not, it's our brains at work. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, is that a Catholic guilt thing?
No, I think that's the way our brains work. Our brains are meant to like protect us.
Yeah.
I mean, some more so than others, but the like neural pathways form and your brain is telling you, I mean, a lot of it, we don't really even think about anymore, which is like, don't grab the knife by the blade. That'll hurt.
Yeah.
But it then gets on like such deeper layers of worry, and also this sense of like, I can't enjoy things if I know someone else who's suffering. That feels unfair, stuff like that's happening.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you have to have balance, and also like, you can't do, you can only do so much anyway.
No, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
I think also with age, at least for me, that's gotten easier. And I also think now that I'm medicated, my anxiety has plummeted as well. But I think, so that's been a real shift for me in the last couple of years of not worrying so much and having that kind of anxiety. And then I think also just with age, that just gets easier sort of, because you do have that perspective of like, a lot of this shit doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, I would say I agree. Like, I think age has helped me a lot in letting go of a lot of stuff, and also not being so reactive to stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I've really mellowed out
in
terms of like reactivity. But then you see these like older people and all they do is griping and grumbling, and like, what's that about?
Yeah.
Chill out, dude. You're in the final act. Like, just go get ice cream and sit in a chair and like wave to people, I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes I do feel a spark of energy and like of wanting to react though. Listen, a couple of weeks ago, I sent an email because I was getting so frustrated about stuff. Like I kind of blew my top at someone in an email.
Yeah. How'd that work out?
Fine. I would have really regretted that before and like stewed on it, where I've been able to just like move past it.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was kind of I probably shouldn't have been so reactive, but I was, and I had reason to be.
We're all humans.
We're all human, but like lesson learned there. But on a similar thing, I took one of our kids to a skate park recently, and I'm there with a bunch of other dads that I know, and we're sitting there, and all of a sudden a guy we don't know rolls in and starts playing soccer in the skate park because he likes like kicking the ball to like one of the quarter pipes because it comes back.
Uh-huh.
And my blood is boiling.
Yeah.
And
that's so dangerous with a bunch of kids skating around.
And I'm in such a weird position, and I kind of regret that I didn't. I wanted to go, one, talk to this guy, but I could tell by this guy he would have like been like, fuck off.
Oh, you got to be careful too.
And then my fantasy was like just kicking that ball fucking out of the park, right? But I didn't want to be that guy with these other dads I know, so I was taking the temperature with the dads.
What were you saying?
I was kind of like, this fucking guy doesn't know, like, this ain't cool. And I was like, the younger me, when I was really a skater, I would have fucking lost my mind. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. This isn't safe. And I should have gone and said something because it wasn't safe for the kids. But it was so obnoxious. I'm getting riled up thinking about it right now. But what I'm getting to is there's something about that feeling, though, that does kind of feel good. It does sort of feel like being alive, being reactive.
It's the outrage. I mean, we talked about that, like the outrage. And I think that's why it's so appealing to a lot of elderly folks, where you're starting to maybe feel irrelevant.
Yeah.
And outrage feels in your body very similar to a sense of power. Yeah. Literally, the chemicals of adrenaline, fight or flight kick in when you feel outraged and you're like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
It makes you feel powerful. Yeah. But I'm glad you didn't say anything. First of all, guns are scary.
Yeah. But there was probably a way to say...
There was a shooting at a skate park. I mean, you know, that happens. Like,
but there was probably a way where I could have been like, hey, man, I don't know if you know, but if you're not on a skateboard in here, you can't be here because it's not safe for the other kids. And then if he told me to fuck off, I don't know what I would do then.
I know. That's the thing. But you come with this energy, and I know I do too, where it's really hard to mask the like... I'm about to, I had that, and you kind of tamed me down the other night. We were at this event, and it was at the Arboretum, and there were peacocks moving and grooving around, and it's like very explicit. You are not to feed the wild animals. There are signs everywhere. Do not feed the wild animals.
Yes.
And this well-meaning, I'm sure sweet, older woman in front of us was not only feeding the peacocks, but was giving it a Thanksgiving dinner. It was like everything in their little plastic baggies they had brought for this picnic was going to these peacocks. Other peacocks were coming around, and they can also be really aggressive, and there are a lot of kids around. And I was holding it back, and didn't want to be the person who's there telling other people how to be. But also, there's another version of me that could come with it as like, oh, she probably doesn't know. She must not know.
Well, she must not know,
right? She
must
not know.
Because if you do know, you're an asshole.
But I could have come to, I knew myself, and I was past the point of being able to authentically go, oh, I'm so sorry. You must not know. You're not supposed to feed these. Because it would come across of like, I'm sorry.
Well, it's so funny that your way of this is your gentle way that you just did. I've seen you do that or try to do it. It is always, I'm so sorry. But what are you sorry for? It's an interesting way to open up the conversation.
Because she might be embarrassed. It's just a nice way in. It's kind of setting the stage of like, excuse me, I'm so sorry, but I don't want to interrupt this little like thing you have going. Yeah, I know it's neat with the peacocks.
But maybe you can't read, but there's signs all over this place that
rude.
Say don't.
And that's rude against people who can't read.
Yeah. R.I.P. Benjamin the Peacock, though. We dedicate this episode to him.
I ended up saying one thing once. And
What'd you say?
You were there.
Yeah, but I checked out of my body. I was so embarrassed.
Go, please don't feed.
Oh, they didn't hear you though, right?
I said, please don't feed the peacocks. And they didn't hear me. Didn't hear and you were like, you made a motion. I was like, okay.
But that case, it is this exact same thing. As the skate park. This peacock might literally have died or been hurt. And also, maybe I should have said something because someone could have gotten hurt in the skate park because there's not supposed to be balls in there because you could fall and hurt yourself.
I know, but
did we fuck up?
You'd more need another dad, but it's not really fair sending them into the situation. I'm just like someone who is, it is different because the peacock lady, I have to think genuinely just did not know and was like, this is fun. And she's feeding ducks and, you know, whatever. The soccer guy, there is a level of unhinged for a soccer guy to go do that.
Yeah.
That I would be I'm really glad you didn't say anything, even if it were slightly dangerous for the kids. Now, had a kid had a near miss or something like that, then I think you can go in and go, dude, you got to get out of here. But that makes me really nervous. And unfortunately, in this country, you have to be careful about who you're getting into like heated situations with, or potentially heated.
Okay, before we wrap up, very similar situation.
Okay.
Let's play this scenario out.
Great.
One of our kids is starting a new team sport, and we just found out that the practice for this sport is literally over an hour away, maybe an hour and a half away.
When we thought it was going to be 20 minutes.
Tops. And we're furious. I'm just going to say it. We know other people that are furious, and we don't really have answers to why it's so far away. But I'm getting ready to go to the first practice I'm trying to psych myself into the right energy because I do feel like I need to assert myself a bit to this coach and at least try, because I know all the other parents are thinking the same thing. Why the fuck are we going an hour and a half away for this practice?
Well,
so I want to come in with some sort of assertive energy. And what is the tone I'm going to do?
I'll tell you what.
Hit me.
First of all, you have to think like it might not have been the coach's choice. You know,
Sure.
This is a like whole program that maybe it was assigned to him. So I think you have to go in with that energy, almost being like, hey, wondering why it's all the way out here. We signed up for the league in this area. Like we thought, and it takes us an hour and a half, like on a Friday night or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think my kid and I think some of these other kids, like we're going to have to request changing to a different team that has a different practice time and field. The hope is that our kid does really well during that practice so that because we don't want them to seem disposable.
See, my thought, I like what you're saying. I got to get answers from the coach.
Yes.
But I have to talk in a very loud way so the other parents hear me asking those questions. So they're like, oh, yeah, I was wondering that too. Because if I hear another parent tomorrow beating me to the punch, I'm zooming right into that conversation as well.
Absolutely.
Because I know it's like I want to collect my mob. I want to form a mob.
Yep.
And if the coach is the one responsible for these shenanigans, then I got to big dog him somehow.
Okay, so I actually think now that we're talking, because I know some of the other parents involved, you organize, you start the sidelines, like, can you believe it? It took us this long. We're not going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
And you kind of sit back and let one of the gentler moms go, and you're like, maybe we should go talk to them. You kind of let her lead the way. And then so it's like the 1-2 punch. And then you can come in with the like, you hear what he has to say, but then you can come in and be like, this, we like literally cannot do this.
Yeah.
I mean, and also, you also have to be willing to walk.
Oh, you're talking to the like car leasing king of negotiating. Number one, you got to be willing to walk.
Yes.
But I'm fantasizing.
But you can't come in. Think this coach might be annoyed by it too.
Yeah. But let's say he's not. And it's clear like this guy lives in this area and this is all like easy peasy for him.
Yeah.
If everyone else is upset about it, I feel like I want to be the leader of this movement.
Okay. Look at the sparkle in your eye.
Yeah.
It does feel, it's nice to feel alive.
It was so fucked up. Like,
this is a better use of your energy, I will say, than nutmaxxing.
Maybe.
We don't
know. What's life? Good night.